Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your horoscope. Sagittarius, as we spoke about in the overview part of the video, in the month of February, the focus of Sun, the focus of the planets on your chart will be in an area of your life which will become the focus and the source of abundance over the course of next 20 years for you. Because Saturn will move into the very same part of your chart after about 29-30 years on 21st of March 2020, which is the summer solstice. So Saturn moves there on summer solstice on 21st of March, and then Jupiter joins Saturn in their once in 20 years meet on 21st of December 2020 as well in that part of the chart. Saturn and Jupiter meeting once in 20 years in whichever part of your chart helps us define where our possibilities of growth will come from. Because Jupiter is growth, Jupiter is expansion, it supports our expansion. Saturn is structure. So their cycle it sort of influences us the most on a material basis. They influence where our possibilities of our material growth comes from, where are our gains, where are our growth opportunities. So the way we will grow in line with that energy will yield us better results over the course of next 20 years. More importantly, this conjunction that is happening on 21st of December 2020 is happening in an element where these two planets have never come together since the last 180 years. So there is a mass consciousness shift. How we derive abundance, how do we create material value in the world will go through dramatic amount of shift. Now, to be in line with that energy, our way of being prosperous, our way of work, our way of functioning, the kind of projects that we get involved in, and the way we show up in that project will have to be different for us to be prosperous. So that's what we are going to look at in this part of the video. Let's look at first what is the general energy that is coming, what part of your chart is getting highlighted, and then we look at what way to go. The part of your life, the part of your chart that is getting highlighted right now is media communication and the ability to sell things, the ability to communicate your perspective, the ability to talk to people. This is your mind, the mind that is used in commercial transactions, that is used in communication, that is used in media, that is used in social situation. That is coming to focus in the course of February. And it might be keeping you really busy communicating with your immediate environment, really busy with transactions, really busy with certain skills, learning. You'll be reading a lot, writing a lot. You'll be meeting people a lot, or at least socializing with them on phone or on internet a lot in order to generate ideas. This is your brilliant mind that is brought to focus. And the mind that is brought to focus over here is the mind of an ideological thinker, an unconventional thinker, the mind of an abstract thinker, a person who gets sudden insights which are brilliant, which are outside the box, that are brilliant. Your brilliant thinking, your thinking which is beyond ordinary, that comes into focus. So the ideas, the unique ideas that are coming to you, Sagittarius, this could be the people who you are interacting with as well, because this is you in your element, you in your element of talking, speaking, interacting, the things that you like to do, collecting information, reading, writing, intellectually sharing information, feeding your brilliant mind. Otherwise, you'll get bored. So you're sort of staying busy. There are a lot of quick decisions that might be coming up, not dwelling on a certain topic, moving on. Sort of increased awareness of your thought process, increased awareness of your immediate environment as well, and how you interact with it. This aspect, when Sun moves in this part of our chart, we become very busy and very alert in a positive fashion. Our mind is sort of lit up. We are absorbing more information. We are sharing more information. We are generating more ideas. We are coming up with things which are out of the box. And we're coming up with things by interacting with people. This is outward energy. You're interacting with your immediate environment a lot more than you used to. And at the same time, you're learning how to effectively interact with your immediate environment more in order to gain more commercial success as well. As a part of that, certain new opportunities will be coming up. At least the seeds of those will be showing up right now. And these opportunities have to do with communication, with people in your immediate environment, opportunities of growth, growing your mind, learning something new, new courses coming up, opportunities to sell something, opportunity to be involved in a profession where you're commercially more viable because you share your ideas, because you share your unique ideas. You might be selling something. This is a commercial house. This is not just about thinking and then publishing theoretical ideas. These are about ideas that become commercial success in a big way. So the thing to do right now is to keep your mind open, to gather information, to read more, to write more, to interact with people, to communicate with people in your community, to find opportunities of growth of your mind by taking on courses, by engaging with people who teach you more, doing a course, getting more active on emails, letters, pitches, calls, taking taking a huge amount of information into your mind, because you'll be able to absorb that easily right now. And of that, sifting, sorting those multiple ideas that are popping up, that are coming up with the opportunities popping up, you will come up with something that is your next brilliant invention. Because when Saturn and Jupiter meet in your house of commercial success, the commercial success comes from you having faith in your idea, understanding that even if the idea looks ahead of time, even if the idea looks a little bit futuristic, you will be able to put down the structure required to make it a success. So there is a radical free thinking, a radical new idea that over the course of this month, or even over the course of this year, would come to you, which you have to follow through, which you have to give air to. And keeping yourself in that space, keeping yourself in the space of communicating, being out and about, being on calls, being in interaction, not being in hiding, not hiding your own perspective, not hiding your own creativity, not hiding your intuition, taking short trips, going on visiting friends, visiting as a group, going ahead and having group activities where you together sort of innovate something and think of an idea, get together with a set of people who are brilliant thinkers like yourself, who are ideological thinker like yourself, and brainstorm certain ideas, and they will flow through. They will flow through. This is a complete discovery of a different way of doing things, and use of technology in that, use of current trends in that. It's like being in the know, and then using the ability to being in the know to create ways of commercial success. Media, marketing, communication, commercial negotiation skills. This is self-made wealth. This is self-made wealth. And self-made wealth is further highlighted because Uranus, the planet of independence, the planet of shift and sudden changes, is sitting in your house of work environment. So having a stale work environment, a 9 to 5, would not be suiting you right now. It will not be in line with the energy at which you're vibrating. So you would have already experienced that because Uranus moved in this part of your chart around last year. So when that happens, we desire more freedom. We desire more freedom in the work we do. We don't want to be bound by a 9 to 5 or by a group. We have this restless energy within ourselves which needs to be rooted into a work that is different from what we have done before. That's when, out of restlessness, we change jobs or we shake up things in terms of our routine. We go freelancing, we do high-tech work, or even if we are in the same profession, we start employing innovative ways of doing that job, using technology, using new, for example, artificial intelligence. We realize that there's a whole lot of new world waiting out there beyond the boundaries of work, which we want to explore. And the opposite side of it gets affected as well, which is your health and diet matters. You want to shake things up in health and diet. You want to go for get out of the old healing methods, get out of the old health habits. So it affects your work life as well as the mind body balance that comes with it. Being in a job that agrees with your body helps your mind. Similarly, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, meditating, going out, using alternative medical facilities, for example, healing facilities like acupuncture, or going out hiking. You're a fire sign, you like to be active. Doing all of those things, they help and flow in your work as well, in the kind of work you deliver. So, because of Uranus being here, you would find that your work needs to be engaging. It needs to have variety. Many of you would have left your old job if it was very traditional in nature, or you would be wanting to get out of your traditional job. This is when we desire innovativeness. We know that we have a brilliant idea, we have an unconventional approach to work, and we want to apply that in our daily life. And that's why you want to live something which is different from what you have lived before when it comes to your work life. Routines don't interest us. We sort of even create a little bit of an upheaval to get out of routines, get out of stale. We have to try to manage, because this is a little bit of nervy energy, as you can gather from the way I'm speaking even in your video. It's a little bit of nervy energy because it has to do with your mind. It has to do with your mind being shaken up with a vibration at which it has not vibrated before. So this is a bit of a nervous energy which has to be channeled. Otherwise, it becomes like a thought going round and round in our head and not finding an exit. So you need to have physical activity. You need to have social activity. You need to be out and about sharing your ideas. You don't want to bottle up this energy. This energy needs an outlet. This energy needs a brilliant outlet. So that's what, when Saturn enters this very area of your life from 21st of March, Saturn says, I'm going to give you the structure to create a viable commercial structure around these ideas. The restlessness that you're feeling, how do we structure that restlessness into something productive that can contribute as gains to you and as gains to the society? So Saturn moving over there starts giving you the discipline to set the commercial structure around these ideas. Commercial structure around concrete, commercial, long-lasting structure around your ability to sell, ability to talk, ability to learn, ability to share your ideas, your communication skills. And it also gives you the self-discipline if there are gaps in your skill set to learn it. So it becomes an excellent time to take on quick courses which will quickly add to you commercially. So these are not theoretical courses. These are courses like how to develop a business, taking a class on business development, and that immediately sort of helps you out. Taking a class on AI, and you immediately are able to leverage that knowledge in a practical fashion. So taking certain courses of commercial skills that immediately help you out would happen with Saturn moving over there. It becomes easier for you to do. And then Jupiter, your ruler, joins this energy, this party on 21st of December. And that is when it goes big. Jupiter goes in whichever area of your life Jupiter, your ruler, moves, it makes it big. It broadens the impact of what you're saying. It broadens the commercial impact of your idea. It helps you give support from your immediate community, from your workers, from your co-workers, from your brother, from your sister, from your sibling, from your immediate environment. It gives you a feeling of well-being in your mind that your ideas have validity, and then that becomes the biggest thing, and that becomes your new source of prosperity. So what is the road to success? Media, marketing, communication, commercial negotiation skills, creating self-made wealth based on your ability to quickly learn new information or skills, and then conveying tangible ideas around it, selling it, convincing people on unique progressive ideas, leveraging your brilliance, leveraging and giving breadth to your unconventional ideas in mind. Immense courage is given here. This is a house of courage. Immense courage is required to stand up for your unique ideas. And immense courage is given when these aspects come together. These aspects come together almost to make us think differently about our life. They change or restructure our mind. They restructure our external and internal talk. What we tell ourselves is our destiny. So it sort of changes our internal chatter as well as the external chatter. And you will find immense courage to build something on the basis of your communication skills, on the basis of the power of your own mind. This is a very independent aspect. You are sitting here using your innate sources of your mind and making something commercially success out of that. Basis of your communication skills, basis of the power of your thinking and mind. You're leveraging all the resources available to you within yourself as well as in your immediate environment. For example, your coworkers, acquaintances, friends who might have not felt supportive in the past, you'll find that shift over the course of this year. They would support you, and at the same time, you as a sign are fair to your coworkers. You're fair to your acquaintances. So this will be a mutual going together with them, but not clinging with it too much. You would need your space with them. You are a sign with Uranus here. You need your space when you're working. So working in, for example, sitting in a fixed room with 4 or 5 people with irk you, because this is a time when you'll want your own space and time. So even though your immediate environment should and would support you, but keep your space. No continuous exposure, if I may say, or have meetings through internet, use technology for all of that, or meet once in a while for ideation. But you would not like to be bound by your space and time with another person when it comes to your work. Reading and learning about future trends, progressive topics, using devices which are state of art, especially for communication. You must use the devices which are state of art to be successful here. Interesting short trips, take short trips, intellectual, fast comprehension of subject at hand. Read a lot, absorb new information that is coming your way. There are trends you'll find, because this is not just focused on you, right? These aspects are happening across the globe, so they affect the global information. You'll find that the information around you is changing quickly as well. So as a sign, you'll be best equipped to absorb that information, intellectually absorb that information and comprehend it in a logical fashion, process it, leading to ideas, leading to new writing, leading to media work, leading to sales process that is evolving. You'll find yourself very busy, a lot of calls, a lot of conferences, creating ways. You have to create ways to sort of relax this mind. And when Saturn will move here, I'll warn about one thing, because Saturn is a planet of responsibility. Wherever it moves, that's where our responsibility lies. So when Saturn moves in your house of thinking, you are being made responsible of the way you think. You are being asked to take more ownership of the way you think, more ownership of the way you speak as well. So when Saturn moves here, it sometimes can feel heavy in the mind, because it's like a responsibility is in your mind. So you have to find ways to give yourselves the space to handle this, to release this mental overload that will come. You will thrive in action, because this is a positive aspect to you. You will thrive in action. You'll feel amazing doing the work that you would be doing. But you have to find outlets of releasing it. It could be through physical exercise, creating sort of a schedule for going out and hiking, or yoga, meditation, or finding out having a pet in the house, or some stress reliever, which is going to help in your immunity, because having Uranus in your house of health can cause us to be very nervy, and the nervous energy affects our health. So find ways of releasing that energy, having some detox process in place, use alternative medicines, homeopathy, or whatever suits your body and whatever suits your thinking. Acupuncture. I'm not talking about taking pills, popping pills here. This is something to release the energy in your mind. It has got very little to do with your physical body, but more to do with your mind. So keeping your mind fresh, active, engaged, and giving it the requisite amount of sleep, the requisite amount of downtime, because you know it is vibrating at a higher frequency, would be very much required. So that's what I think it is, Sagittarius, for you. I'll give you a few degrees which will be more affected. We have this month the degree around 2 or 3 degree activated. So it's possible that some of you who are born in the early degrees of Sagittarius, so if you have planets around 2, 3, 4 degree of Sagittarius, or if you're a November born Sagittarius, especially around 25th of November born Sagittarius, there might have been certain sudden ideas that have come. It could be sudden changes in your immediate community also, which has happened. There could have been a surprising event, a surprising breaking away, moving into independent business. Certain surprising events might have happened when it relates to your work and your immediate environment. And there might have been shift in your immediate environment, shift in your work location. Something has shifted there physically. And you will find that this is just the start of this becoming commercially lucrative for you. Then if you have planets around 20 degree of Sagittarius, we have a beautiful full moon that is happening on 9th of February in your house of adventure. So something new, a new adventure might be coming to fruition. Maybe you took on a project or a travel is coming up, which is going to be very fruitful for you, or it could be a foreign interaction, a foreign transaction that is coming to conclusion that could be very lucrative for you. It could be a publication. It could be you going live with something that uses your knowledge. It could be a publication that is going live, or a website that you're launching, or a teaching course that you're launching, or a sell side, sort of you had a sale in process with a foreign counterpart that comes to conclusion, which is happening around 9th of February till 23rd of February. This is very much true if you have planets around 20 degree of Sagittarius, that is around 11th of December born. So these are the critical days in my view, dates in my view on degrees, which are getting activated this very month. Though all of you will feel the energy that we just talked about throughout this year, and that will seed the new beginning that is coming with the winter solstice of 21st of December 2020. So be on lookout for that, and good luck for it, Sagittarius. Thank you.